Guild, EEOC, Latino Recognition Night, Palante. Yeah, we deserve it. For those of you who do not speak Spanish, Palante means forward. And the Screen Actors Guild and the EEOC, that's exactly what we're trying to do, is consistently to move forward so far as to our careers and so far as to making sure that our careers continue to take off and that we have equity amongst all performers. And this is an important thing to us. It's what we're fighting for. Tonight we're very, very fortunate. We have some wonderful people who are going to be with us who really personify what Palante means. And also we have a lot of people here who represent the word Palante, meaning forward. Those people who have worked to make sure that this celebration took place, because before there's any celebration you have to work first, right? Before you have you have to plant before you can have the harvest. All of those who have worked here tonight, please raise your hands and let's acknowledge them, please. Thank you. All the decorations, the people taking care of the bar, serving the food, cleaning, sound system, everything. Thank you so much. Without you, we would not have this. Now, I'd also like to say that there is one particular person I would like to especially acknowledge this evening. This lady, and I say that with a capital L, is someone who is not only an accomplished actress and director and teacher, she is also executive director of Dance Arts, which now has a new home at the Julio de Burgos Cultural Center, which we believe soon one day will become the new Lincoln Center of Spanish Harlem. She is also the person who is every year takes care of the beautiful decorations that we have for these parties and is here for every single EEOC meeting, and would like you all please to put your hands together for the recent recipient of the Screen Actors Guild Joseph C. Riley Award for Outstanding Service to the EEOC, Miss Alicia Kaplan. Wonderful. So again, hey, how was the food? Now we know how to eat. You use your hands. It's the only right. Who wants it, right? It's the right way to eat. Eat it with your hands. That's okay. Anyway, Yuka. You've been so long. Thank you to the catering company. They were really wonderful to have them for 3 years in a row, and we will continue to use them because they're fabulous. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell you that we have a great program for you this evening. We have a special film, we have a special honoree with us today, and we have a performance by a cabaret performer who I've known for many years, who actually used to sing in my band many years ago. And we even have a special cake presentation from your patisserie chef, Angel Ilan. Performing marriages later. And someone said that I look like a mercado. So you let me know what your horoscope is, okay? Because I'm going to tell you your future, don't worry. Having said all of that, ladies and gentlemen, there is someone who has fearlessly worked year after year for Latino causes, for equal opportunity causes. This gentleman has worked tirelessly, and not just in the EEOC and Screen Actors Guild, but also all of the organization of Hispanic artists. I'd like you please to put your hands together and welcome our national director for national co-director for our EEOC, Mr. Manny Abadli.
National co-chair. Thank you. Before the food leaves your mind, it's the La Caridad restaurant on West 145th Street in Broadway. It's a nice place to go. They have good cold beer, and the food is served around the clock there. Okay. That's the only plug I'm giving them. They gave me a break this year on the price. That's the exchange. Thank you very much.
You're kidding. Surprise. You're kidding.
Well, I want to thank you as Angel has. Thank you to coming here to participate in this our 5th annual Latino Recognition Night celebration. But there's some homework I got to do here. There's some SAG board members and staff that I would like to introduce to you. These are the folks that work for you on a regular basis, represent you, either on a political level at national board meetings and local board meetings, or work right here at staff. They're the ones that make sure that your checks come. They're the ones that make sure that your rights are preserved when it comes to contracts. Mel Boudreau, our new president. Tina Goodwin. Stand up. Jordan Derwin. Eileen, are you here tonight? Eileen Henry, there she is. Get up. There's also J.J. Simmons. Caressa Vance. Also, where are you, Caressa? She's gone. She has a baby to take care of. Very good. Jeannie Greer. Are you here, Jeannie Greer? Anthony LeGrand. Where are you, Anthony LeGrand? Grace, where are you, Grace? There you go. There's Grace. The one that you saw on a regular basis. There you go. She stayed because she knew about the catering. And a good appetite. We also have from Actors Equity Association, Affirmative Action Officer there, Willie Boston. Where are you, Willie? Some of you folks may have recognized him as he was walking around on the floor earlier, but one of the oldest EOC members here in SAG, ever since I've been on there, he's always been at the committee meetings whenever he's in New York and not working. And fortunately, he works, so he doesn't come as often as he would want to. But he's one of our better known, better recognized, wonderful actors, Kim Chang. Where are you? The mission of the Screen Actors Guild Ethnic Employment Opportunities Committee is to expand job opportunities for ethnic minorities, succinctly in one sentence. And by that we mean people of color from around the globe, or in this case tonight Spanish-speaking or Spanish language speakers from Central and South America and the Caribbean. The I misspelled this one, as to affirmative action language concerns that are embodied in our contracts during the approach of contract renegotiations for commercials, industrials, or theatrical films. We have sponsored seminars, workshops featuring industry professionals where the EOC explored casting practices and trends as they relate to minorities in the media. That's, come in a nutshell, what we do. And we're always open to ideas, so anyone that wants to attend our meetings, and they're held regularly, kindly come and join. Tonight, we have invited you to help us celebrate one of our own, who has expanded her successes beyond the stereotype into the mainstream, all without obscuring her identity as an actress who happens to be Latina. Josie de Guzman. Josie de Guzman has demonstrated what is possible for all of us who are seeking a career in the performing arts. An accomplishment that Screen Actors Guild and its EEO committee is proud to recognize with this commemorative certificate. I have to turn on, get it. Signed by myself and Mel Boudreau. And it has convenient clips in the back so the rest of the committee that's around here tonight can kind of put their John Hancocks on it. Now I have to turn the page, Josie, but here's your commemorative certificate. And here is some of the certificate. Many of you know that Josie played Marisa, the love interest, opposite the Brian Dennehy character in the very successful FX and FX2 motion pictures. In addition, she's created roles on The Cosby Show, Miami Vice, The Guiding Light, and a variety of concerts for PBS, all without having to play the stereotype. Her theatrical career demonstrates what is meant by, hey, I can play that. Tony nominations for Sarah in Guys and Dolls and Maria in West Side Story. She also appeared in lead roles in Runaways, Carmelina, and Nick and Nora, all Broadway shows. Now that's versatility. Josie's resume boasts of over 20 off-Broadway, regional, and stock jobs. Most of them were roles that have been traditionally cast with non-ethnic actors. Some Shakespeare and one Oscar Wilde. And they were not the soprano roles.
No.
I present to you Josie de Guzman.
Oh my God, I did not plan anything. I just thought I'd speak from the heart. I want to thank the EEOC for thinking of me. It was a total surprise. I feel like I'm a struggling actor the same way everybody else is. And I also marvel at everyone involved who fights for us, because all I've ever done is act or perform. I have never, and always spoken, tried to speak the truth about who I am and where I stand, but I have never, sometimes I feel like I haven't done enough because I don't get involved like Mani, like Mel, like Alicia, to fight for us, and they're the ones who are really fighting for all of us, and I thank you all for doing that. I looked up the word acting in a dictionary, and one of the meanings of acting is to pretend. And I think that we all, as actors, want to pretend. And being Hispanic, being a person of color, being an Asian, being whatever, if you're an actor, you want to pretend, you want to play different things. Any role that I think you are qualified to play. And I really hope that someday we are all judged by our abilities and not by who we are. Because as actors, we should be able to pretend. That's what we're here for, to pretend. And I, like you too, sometimes find that people try to put me in a category where I don't even feel like I belong. I guess my message is that I really thank all of you who are fighting for us to be able to pretend and to be different people, because that's what acting is all about. And I will continue to try and pretend and be different people and never lie about who I am. And I hope that we all do the same. And just keep fighting, pa'lante. And if you come up with obstacles, create your own work. I know a lot of friends who try to create their own work. And that's something that I have discovered this year. I've been trying to create my own work, because there's going to be closed-mindedness for a long time. I hope it goes away someday. But so we just have to keep fighting, keep getting inspired by each other, and continue to work. And by our work and our example, show what we can do, and try not to buy into these categories, because that's not what acting is all about. I am an actor, I am not, and I pretend. So, that's all. Thank you.
Or should we surprise that you don't know about? So, the folks with the light switches, if they would be so kind as to go ahead and do their number. Someone have a breathing problem? Now I need a light.
Try that button, the other button on the side. Make sure, the little button, to see if you need light. Put it on the screen.
All right. Fine time here. Here we go. That's it. He's okay.
What's that okay, Walter?
Okay.
I was gonna start reading charts while I was at it.
She's funny and she has this journey where she changes. It's not a total transformation, it's more like a breakthrough. Somebody who's just waiting to come out but hasn't found the right way, the right venue, the right person to help that other side of her come out.
Surprise.
Leo, I can't believe it. This is a restricted area and you always just waltz right in. How do you do it?
It's my lie.
Tell me about it. You said you were going to call me for dinner. That was 2 years ago.
You were supposed to call me.
I tried to call you, you bastard.
You look good. And congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you.
How's your mother do?
Spare me the Irish charm, Leo. You didn't come up here to ask about my mother or to see me. But if you think I'm going to risk my job again by helping you find some alimony cheat, you're crazy.
I don't do matrimonial work anymore. It's too dangerous.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing?
Actually, I'm working on the Mike Brandon case.
Forget it, Leo. That's a high-profile investigation.
It's also a bullshit cover-up.
Who's your client? Another sleazebag insurance company?
Actually, my client is Brandon's 10-year-old son, Chris. Hey, for less. I'm serious.
Damn. You sure know how to push the right buttons.
Ah, good girl. But I'm interested in an old case that Brandon was working on.
How far back?
Which came up anything older than 5 years. So do it like you never tapped in.
Don't worry.
Is this great or what, huh?
I was picturing something a little different, you know? Candles, a bottle of wine, maybe a table and a chair.
Reggie is the best Chinese cook in the yard, right, Reggie? Reggie, that's pretty much the stuff, right? You know, good. It's what I don't like people to figure out Sonic is involved in this thing right from the get-go.
Obviously, he was getting very close.
He was in over his head. Okay, who's spreading the roll? Okay?
Okay? Oh, some mustard.
No, don't put that mustard. No, that stuff is murder, really. Come on, it'll take the roof right off your mouth. Leave it alone. That's plenty, that's plenty. I don't even want to watch this.
We need an explanation for the sudden disappearance of Mr. McIntyre and Mrs. Chandler.
They're delivering the ransom.
Former lovers make a fast getaway with enough money to settle somewhere where they don't have an extradition treaty.
You are way out of line, lady.
I've seen it happen.
Not here.
Kelly, chill.
Look, it is possible Alec and Gloria engineered your father's kidnapping as a smokescreen to raise the cash and get out of the country.
That is totally sick.
The fact that we haven't heard from the kidnappers supports Agent Starling's theory.
I don't care about Agent Starling's theory. I want my father back. He could be dead by now. Does that faze any of you people?
What you said, Mrs. Roberts.
Doctor, it's been 9 months and a week. Take it out now.
You have to be patient.
Doctor, I feel like I'm going to explode.
I've never had a patient explode on me.
This has gone on long enough. I am going to the hospital to have it right now. Come on, let's go.
No, you can't go now. I want you to just have a sit down. Just have a sit down. Mr. Ronald's please.
I can't.
Here, look, just do it like this. I understand. You just come, put your hands here, then you put it down, and there you have it. Try it. Try it. Put your hands down. There you go. Now lower it. Lower. There you go. Nice. You feel a little better? Mm-hmm. Now let me tell you something. You're ready, and I'm ready. The hospital is always ready. But he or she is not ready. And that's the boss. We go when the boss wants to go.
Does this baby know what it's doing to me?
When this baby is 13 years old, you tell this baby what it did. And you will get the best Mother's Day present you ever
Doctor, you're a nice man.
Thank you.
You're a handsome man.
Thank you.
And you're full of it.
You feel better?
I feel better now, thank you.
Good enough. And I'll see you next week.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Bye-bye.
This better be good.
Francie came up with a prints of these two at 51st and 11th.
What happened to 51st and 11th?
A guy was blown away. They're in a phone booth.
I don't see the connection between 51st and 11th.
Take a look at their social security numbers.
Whose social security numbers?
The two men who killed the guy in the phone booth.
Consecutive.
Yeah, but look, Barrett was born in Maryland, Gallagher in Idaho, and 3 years apart. Now, how can their social security numbers be consecutive
Unless
unless...
they're phonies.
And I thought, who makes up social security numbers? And I remembered you were looking into witness relocation. I figured maybe this is worth an extra week in Jamaica.
We can never be away from you for that long. It's very intelligent of us. Let's get our old friend Adams up there. Don't erase. Put him up there at the same time, like on a split screen.
I can't.
Let me take some notes.
Leo.
Shit. I would have thought of that in a million years.
It's consecutive.
Bingo. These are all phony, and they all work for the same guy. And I know who that guy is. Velez, you are a damn good cop. Thanks. Take all of Jamaica, and the Bronx, and Staten Island, too.
Por favor, ¿sabe? Here's your request. Hi, Sonny. ¿Qué pasa?
Sorry, Maria. It happened about an hour ago. Eddie got killed.
No! No puede ser, no puede ser, no puede ser.
Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clingy.
know, some of us have closets full of paraphernalia. Years ago when I first started in this business, like all of us, we were kind of young and energetic. We got lucky. But in those days, they didn't have tape. They had film, 16mm film. So I had a little collection of film in my closet, and unfortunately, began to turn red. The other day I was checking it out, and I decided to spend some bucks and have it transferred to VHS. And there was a commercial. And you and I did when we were wee ones. And there's another actress in this room who happens to appear in the same commercial, so it's going to be a surprise to her. There she is, Miriam Cruz. We made toilet paper respectable in this commercial. It's 15 seconds long, maybe 20, I forget, maybe 30, something like that. We weren't paid much, didn't run that much, but I had it.
And they give you toilet paper, Manny? No free toilet paper, nothing?
You'll see it, you'll see it. Hold on, I gotta see what I'm doing arranged. Voila! Off with the lights.
Estoy tocando, adivinen. Bien suave. ¿Me permite? Sí se sintiera así.
They're doing your lines, and all of a sudden the product comes up, you know, and it's all over for you. Anyway, good evening. Surprised? No, I'm not Latino. I'm an African American. But I'm the vice chair of this committee, and we serve everyone. So I'm representing everyone. All humanity. But I did want to say something besides liking Latino music, because I grew up in New York, so you know where that is. And liking Latino food, even though I'm a vegetarian. I must say, I wish to acknowledge that the Latino community in New York City brought the conga drum, timbales, and flamenco. They brought that rhythm into the heart of Manhattan, into Harlem, into the Bronx, and Staten Island, into Brooklyn, where I came from. And when they brought that in, people said, "What was that? What was that?" Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, we took that into our hearts, and I've never had the opportunity to thank you, because we appreciate every one of us who is walking around now, and all these big bands have a conga player now. They didn't years ago. It was only the Latino community that brought the heartbeat to New York City, so I thank you for that. Anyway, we're going to move right along tonight. Tonight is my mother's birthday, and I was going to ask everyone to sing happy birthday to her, but she's late. Yeah, so we'll do it later. Okay, so when she walks in the door, she's a little old lady, but very, very, you know, she has a mind, because I mean, she got here by herself, right? But she's this little old lady, she's gonna come in, you know, and then she stands, and then she looks around, you know. But if she does come in, and we're still all with it, we will wish her a happy birthday. Thanks, I appreciate that. Moving right along with tonight's program, we have a wonderful artist. Her name is Sara Kenya. I love that, Sara Kenya. Oh, she's too nice, just too nice. And she's like, oh, I got lights, huh? Sorry. Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. We're getting ready to present the cake. Angel's my friend. Before we do that, though, there's a friend of mine in the audience, I forgot all about him. He's the executive director of the Franciscan Writers Workshop, and it's in Harlem. And many of you don't know about him, but many of the plays that were turned into films were started in his little writers workshop. And I'd like you to stand, and I'd like you to acknowledge Garland Thompson, Garland Lee Thompson. Wonderful human being who has carried on, and he's truly works, and he's always taking a back seat. I'm so pleased I could arrange to have him come out and share with us tonight, because he's such a beautiful, beautiful human being and a hard worker. Anyway, moving right along, this cake is incredible. The angel is the, I hope I get this right, the pâtissière. Pâtissière. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. And, well, there goes my French contract. It's all right. And at any rate, he has made this wonderful theme of La Palante. Thank you, gang. Palante. There goes my Spanish contract. Now, you see why I have to say African American? So there's not much there. So I have to hang with the home people, because I'm not multi-anything, you know? Anyway, so anyway, we have this wonderful, wonderful presentation. And here is an angel's wearing this gorgeous outfit, so let's hear it for the cake and the outfit.
Picture opportunity. Picture up. Smile. Smile on it. Smile. Smile. Yes, we do. Thank you.
My mom takes pictures.
Wait, one more. Go ahead. One more. The one that's going in the... Okay, great. Thank you. Now, we're going to be, after the presentation, we're going to be having coffee and cake. Just to let you know what the cake is going to be, because this is my presentation. In the back, I have the actual cake. It's a white chiffon cake with vanilla custard and bananas and double Dutch chocolate.
Every event that we have, Angel comes up with this great idea, so we all starve all day. Anyway, yes, Manuel. So we are now getting ready to present our entertainer for the evening, and her name is Sara Kenya. Sara Kenya is an actress, a singer. Oops, Peggy's the actress. Sara Kenya is a singer who has a Dominican singer who has worked in Dominica as well as in Puerto Rico. Did you like that? Puerto Rico. Santo Domingo. Thank you, Tio Puente. I remember. Santo Domingo, and she has worked in many cabarets and nightclubs here in New York, the Bronx, of course, and Manhattan. She's worked in Manhattan, and she is a great friend of Angel's. So many years, and she has won the Spanish Ace Award. She is a winner of the Spanish Ace Awards in cabaret. So, with that, further that do. Can we have, it should be a big, big show your love for Sarah Kenya.
And this is a theatrical boardroom. I love it. We
Kill the lights. We want more lights,
We
don't we?
need gels. We need 3 more spots up front.
Hi, everybody. Buenas noches.
¿Cómo está?
That's not the one. Sorry.
Technical difficulties, give us 1 second.
Just forget about that one and continue.
En una mesa
Gracious. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Si nos deja, nos vamos a vivir a un mundo nuevo. Yo creo podemos ver el nuevo amanecer de un nuevo día. Yo pienso que tú y yo podemos ser felices todavía. Si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, haremos con las nubes terciopelo. Y ahí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y ahí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, haremos con las nubes terciopelo. Y ahí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y ahí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, de todo lo demás nos olvidamos. Si nos dejan, si nos dejan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Staracania. Bravo, bravo. Thank you, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we thank you all very much and we welcome you. We'd like to tell you all that we have coffee and cake. And 1 second, Mr. Maniacotti would like to say something. One moment, please.
By the way, folks, have you ever been to Caroline's Stand-Up Comedy Club? Well, on June the 9th, Tuesday, the best of the South Soul Comedy Troupe, of which Rich Ramirez is here tonight, and Ruth Hodetto, who is our first round committee member, are part of the group. This is a terrific stand-up comedy group. I've seen Ruth Hodetto perform, and I've seen the folks on tape. They are good. Quality stuff. June the 9th. Tuesday, June the 9th, at 7 p.m. at the Carolines. There's a 50th and Broadway.
50th and Broadway, we're a Latino comedy troupe going forward, forward, forward. The Caroline Comedy Club, we're one
so
We gotta
much.
clean up too.
Yeah, I agree. This way, I gotta go. Okay, let's get over here. Come over here. Just say hello to people. Good night. Good night. You guys have a good time? Absolutely. Wonderful. Good night.
So she goes, look away. She brings iron to her and she steams me. Enough.
On your arm? Girls, look this way 1 second to say goodbye. Good night. Did you have a good time? It was a good show. Was the MC fabulous? And the cake, thank you. It's great. We had a great time. Be careful, there's no class. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. This gentleman, 100%. Steve did a fabulous job tonight helping us. Thank you so much, Steve. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. The same to you, my friend. Same. Did you all have a good time? Say goodnight to the camera, guys. Good night. Thank you. Had a good time? Good night, How are you?
Did Josie leave? Did Josie leave? Did Josie leave?
Josie Guzman, I'm not sure. Say good night. Did you have a good time? Yes. Say yes anyway. No, she doesn't want to say yes. She had a good time. Wait a second, okay, you're right, yes.
Very sweet when they just said about me.
Oh, see?
What you gonna do?
That's right. Well, she's wonderful. She did a wonderful job for us. We thank you again, sweetie. Okay. See you guys in a bit. Bye.